These are the remains of one of the last great aristocratic homes of the 17th century. But where are we? Well, stick around and I'll tell you. In today's show, I'll be helping a Welsh boy return to his homeland. And it's a roller coaster of emotions.
I hate to use the word perfect, but it's getting close, it's getting close.
Use perfect, please use perfect.
And I'm desperate for our properties to hit the mark.
Does it worry you?
No, not at all. I love it.
You see?
But then we blow them away.
Just overcome.
Well, today we're in South Wales, and these are the glorious remains of Raglan Castle here in Monmouthshire. During the time of the English Civil War, it was held by the Earl of Worcester, a royalist through and through, who forbade the garrison here to either swear or drink, possibly one of the reasons why Raglan was one of the last places to fall during the conflict.
Monmouthshire's landscape still bears the scars of its war-torn past, claiming more castles per square mile than any other county due to its strategic position on the Welsh-English border. In fact, it was only some 35 years ago when Monmouthshire's status as a Welsh county was confirmed once and for all, ending over 4 centuries of controversy. And what a county it is, boasting of course the magnificent Wye Valley to the east and to the west the Brecon Beacons National Park. Monmouthshire's 31 conservation areas encompass many of its historic towns, such as Abergavenny, a foodie's heaven, and Tintern, with its awe-inspiring abbey. So it's no wonder this border county holds such appeal for aspiring escapees.
Now, here in Monmouthshire, the average house will set you back somewhere in the region of £176,000, just 6% above the national average. Hop over the border into Herefordshire or indeed South Gloucestershire, and to be honest, prices are pretty much the same, so it really is a question of scenery. So for my money, if you want something that feels that little bit more rural, then Monmouthshire is definitely the place to be.
For top-notch splendour, this 5-bedroom Georgian country house in Whitchurch comes in at just under £1.3 million. It has a reception room for every occasion, whether it be an evening's music recital or a game of billiards or even a spot of tennis. From the 9.5 acres of grounds, there are stunning views across the Wye Valley. On the market at just short of £600,000, this 5-bedroom former cider mill in Llangofn retains its character with an inglenook fireplace to cosy up in front of and exposed beams. Outside, there's plenty of scope for sitting and surveying your 2 acres of grounds. And for £365,000, this attractive modern 4-bedroom stone-fronted lodge in Bishopswood has a welcoming kitchen and a lounge that leads out to a decked veranda with stunning views.
As you can see, this county does have some fantastic properties on offer. I love house hunting here in Monmouthshire. All we need now, of course, are a couple of people who want to buy one.
After 17 years together, David, a financial manager, and Wendy, an administrator, have decided to realise their dream of a lifetime and up sticks from their 4-bedroom house near Reading. With retirement on the horizon, they feel there's no time like the present to seek out a rural retreat in South Monmouthshire.
I was brought up in outside a small village in South Wales, and I look forward to being able to return to the rivers and the valleys of South Wales, really.
I think a move to the country is going to be a change of lifestyle.
We want to live in a village where there's a decent community set up and enjoy our life in general.
And when they do finally retire, it sounds like they'll have no problem keeping busy.
One of the things I'm really looking forward to in the countryside is the wildlife. I love birds, I love birds of prey, and the opportunity we'll have in the countryside to pursue that side of our interests even more is really good.
With 8 moves in 17 years under their belt, they certainly know what they want this time around.
The next house for me needs to be detached. I'd need 2-3 reception rooms, 3-4 bedrooms, ideally a large garden, and also somewhere that had a view.
We really need a big kitchen, a big family room. We'd like open fire in the living room, Ideally, an ensuite bathroom to the main bedroom and a utility room.
We're not very good at DIY, David and myself, but I think if there was a small amount of work to do, then we'd look at that.
And they both want their own space to play in.
This is my study, and as you can see, it's rather small. In my next house, I'd like to have a much larger room that I can have my computer, perhaps a nice easy chair where I can come and read. Just a place for me, really, to come and chill out when I feel like it.
In moving to the country, it's really important for me to have some outside space. Ideally, I'd like up to 5 acres. I'd like to be a hobby farmer with some alpacas and maybe some pigs.
So are there any property styles they don't want?
I think for me, I don't want to buy a house that's dark inside, no beams particularly. I'm not sure I'd like a barn conversion because they all seem to be open plan. To me, it's quite important to have the individual rooms.
David and Wendy are in the enviable position of having sold their current property. So with £415,000 in the bank, how much do they have to spend?
Our budget for our next house is £500,000.
It is indeed great news that Wendy and David have now sold their house in Reading, which gives them the magical title of being cash buyers. They've got £500,000 weighing down their pockets that they are determined to spend on a house here in glorious Monmouthshire.
Our house hunt is focused around the historic market towns of Abergavenny and Monmouth. We've lined up some super country properties for them to take a look at, and as always, I'll be asking them to guess the price. And finally, I'll be trying to convert them with our mystery house, where you can never predict what will happen.
Good morning, guys. Very nice to see you.
Morning, Jules.
Welcome to Monmouthshire. So you're very much coming back home, aren't you?
Yeah, something like that. I was born and bred in South Wales, so it is a bit like that for me.
A trip back home?
Yeah.
Now, as I understand it, you are in a very enviable position in terms of moving.
Yes, we are. We've sold our property and we're ready to go.
Ready to go. How much money have we got in the bank?
About 500,000.
A cool £500,000. So this move now, is this another short-term hop or is this the real deal?
I hope it'll be a long-term thing. We sort of want to move to a nice area, you know, where it's quiet and we can have a sort of more rural way of life.
I'd like to have some livestock, a few sheep and chickens, and possibly a couple of alpacas.
OK, good. Well, let's see what we can find you.
Excellent, thank you.
So for their £500,000, David and Wendy want a house with at least 2 bright reception rooms, a cosy fireplace and a large kitchen diner. An island would be a plus, but beams are a no-no. Along with 3 to 4 bedrooms, Wendy wants her own study. In addition, David's hobby farming dream means he's looking for up to 5 acres of land. I fear a dose of realism may have to figure somewhere. We kick off our property search in the village of Caerwent, around 25 miles from both Monmouth and Abergavenny. These days, it's a quiet village with a local pub and a handy post office, so all the peace and charm they can ask for. But uniquely, Caerwent's Roman past is everywhere. These are the ruins of 4th century shops, and they practically reach the front door of our first property, this lovely detached cottage, renovated and extended in 2004.
Right, chaps, let's start with this one. What do you think?
It looks very nice from the outside.
Yeah?
Yeah, looks excellent, yeah.
What is it that appeals?
I think the style of the building is quite attractive. It's got a lovely conservatory. It's got hills all around.
At its core, the house is about 1850. And we've also got that for you, David, the garage. That's a new addition, as you can see. We can explore that a little bit later.
And it'll keep you busy.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot to keep you busy around here. Let's go and have a look.
OK.
Well, the style of this cottage has made a good first impression, so let's explore what's on offer inside.
Right, in you come. Have a look in there, David.
Excellent.
After you, Wendy.
Thank you.
At the door. There we are. What do you think? Cosy?
It is
Yeah, it's cosy, yeah. It's lovely fire.
Yeah, nice
Nice
little
and
wood burner.
warm. Yes,
I know light is a big thing for you, isn't it?
definitely for me, yes.
It's really
yeah.
important. But there's a little cosy area at night, you know, as you see the fires roaring away
Yeah, it's
there
lovely.
now. And I quite like the fact they brought the stone through as well, which
Yes.
Yeah, it's very nice.
makes a bit of a difference. But it does have a certain open plan feel, but hopefully not so open plan that it feels impersonal.
No.
No, it does feel cosy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, it does get a bit bigger. Come and have a look through here. There we are, the kitchen. Now, you did say you wanted an island.
I did, yes. It's very nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
It's very sweet. I think it's great. And through that door to the right, quite a useful little utility area and a downstairs loo as well.
OK. And it's quite a nice view out the window as well, isn't it?
Good. So the kitchen's working?
Yes.
Excellent,
yeah,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, very nice.
All right, well, let's go and explore that conservatory, because that is enormous. Now, step up there. There.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Isn't it great?
Really nice.
Double glazed. And you'll notice no radiators anywhere.
Right.
Underfloor heating.
Underfloor heating. What would you expect in a Roman town? I mean, you know, this is there's nothing new, you know.
Yeah, it is, it's lovely.
Yeah. And the views, of course, are terrific.
Yeah, it's lovely out there.
And the great thing about being in the middle of a scheduled monument like this is that none of that is going to change.
No.
You will have those views forever.
Forever.
The only thing that's going to change are the seasons, really. In terms of reception areas, I mean, this is obviously the biggest and is, I suppose one would say, the family room, if you like, because of the way it works. But the way they've heated it and insulated it and so forth, I mean, this is good all year round.
Yes.
Yeah, it's lovely.
OK, right, let's go upstairs.
There you go.
After you.
I love the fact that this cottage has kept its warm feel, but the renovations have made it spacious and light. Great for Wendy. I think they're quietly positive. Perhaps a surprise upstairs will get them excited. But first stop, a potential guest room.
Right, let's start in this one. Probably the lightest room in this particular part of the house. And certainly anybody staying in here, I think, will find that view quite memorable. Have a
Yes,
look at
it's
that.
lovely.
Nice top shot there of part of the ruins of the old city of Caerwent. And of course the views beyond.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see for miles.
Also on this floor are two other bedrooms, one which could be a small double and a light single room. The bright modern family bathroom has a bath and a corner shower cubicle. But here's the surprise. The master is upstairs again in the roof space.
Now up here is your very own little eyrie. So if you have got guests, you're going to be well out the way of them.
That's a great space, isn't it?
Yeah. It really does make a big addition to this place because it is, you know, effectively quite a compact, albeit well-appointed cottage, but coming up into the roof space gives you a very generous master, I think, in some respects, with, you know, some storage all around.
And it's bright and airy as well. So.
Really bright and airy, and again, blessed with the views and the dual aspect, you know, through these skylights. So, yeah, in terms of lightness, waking up, sound of the birds,
Yes.
in the middle of a Roman city.
Yeah, what more could you want?
What more could you want? Well, you could have an ensuite, which you've got through that door there. Yes, which is rather nice, big shower room, etc. Did you like it so far?
Yeah, it's very nice, thank you.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good. All right, well, let's continue our tour back outside and see what else we've got amongst the ruins.
OK.
After you.
Internally, this cottage answers a lot of the demands on Wendy and David's wish list. It is light, and there would be no work for them to do. But let's see if the garden and its historic surroundings can clinch it.
Right, well, let's kind of settle where we started, really, because now you've had a chance to have a look around the inside. Are your feelings still as encouraged?
Yes, it's had a nice feel inside. I'm not sure the garden's quite big enough, but...
That is the kind of rub with this one. That is the compromise. It's not acres. It's probably a fraction of an acre, probably a third to a half. Enough for some domestic chickens, as the current owners have. Probably not enough for the alpacas down there, in fairness. But rather successfully, they have, of course, created that garage arrangement and the study that comes with it, which I'm going to let you explore on your own a little bit later.
Right.
There is a lot on offer. Whether it's enough, I think, really is going to come down to you two and what you really think about it.
OK.
And, of course, the price.
Oh, yeah, surprise.
How much do you think you're going to have to part with to get this little number?
Well, I'm going to say about 440.
440. Yeah.
I think slightly less than that. I think probably about 425.
Interesting. OK, well, it's currently on the market for £485,000. I suspect, you know, you'd probably want to be starting around the 440, 450 mark to make a sensible and respectful offer.
As a Welshman, I liked 425.
Yeah, well, of course you did, yeah. OK, good. Well, there's a lot more for you to see. Go and explore the garage and the office, and I'll catch up with you a little bit later.
Excellent.
Okay,
Off you go.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
So under budget at £485,000, this cottage may not have space for David's alpacas, but it's ready to move straight into. Its clever layout offers a large kitchen diner, a conservatory for all seasons with underfloor heating, 4 bedrooms with a master ensuite and a third of an acre garden. Along with being a stone's throw from a complete Roman town and with beautiful countryside views, you couldn't ask for a better location.
Well, this is the office. Do you think this would be big enough for you?
In a word, no.
Well, we could see what we could do with it. It's just a stud wall.
Make it bigger and, yeah, it could work then.
Yeah, you could try.
My first impression of the house was it was very pleasing from outside. I wasn't quite sure about the size of the garden, but the area's very nice, lovely country views.
I liked the house from the outside. It looked nice, but it looked a little small. But then when you started to look around the house, you realised how much bigger it was than you imagined. Outside is a reasonable size, and it would allow me to have some chickens as the way they have it now. But it wouldn't be enough space for me to become a hobby farmer, really, to be honest.
It's marvellous, isn't it, the Roman ruins? Think how long they've been here.
Yeah, it's good, and it's in keeping with the house and the wall of the house and everything. It looks really excellent, doesn't it?
You're soaking it all up, aren't you?
Yeah,
we are really, yes.
It's pretty unique. How often do you get to live next to 2,000 years of history? Not every day. It's quite a rare one, I have to say. Well, I could spend all day here. We have plenty more to show you. Come on.
OK.
With over 50 castles in this county, I can really indulge my passion for archaeology. But Raglan is one of my favourites, so we couldn't resist delving further into its fascinating past. Historian John Kenyon has kindly agreed to join me to explore these dramatic ruins.
John, this is the most romantic of ruins. It really dominates the skyline in this part of Monmouthshire. But how did it all begin?
Well, it's one of the great late medieval buildings of Britain. It's begun by a fairly minor member of the Welsh gentry who made 2 very good marriages. And William ap Thomas, he started building Raglan with this great hexagonal tower with its own moat. And his son continued building it through the domestic apartments and the great gatehouse and the closet tower round to the right in the 1450s and 1460s. It really showed that this Welsh family had arrived on the scene. It is a remarkable fine building. A fortress palace is probably the best way to describe it.
A fortress palace?
Yeah.
Well, I think we should go through the gateway and find out more.
Indeed, yep.
Built as a sign of military might, but also as a show of status and power, Raglan's 15th century remains still show off its French influences. From the moated tower to the double courtyard mansion, protected by its imposing gatehouse and towered walls. By the late 16th century, Elizabethan extravagance had kicked in, including a banqueting hall lavishly furnished with wooden panelling and tapestries.
Oh, this is this is quite
Magnificent,
something,
yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
Terrific, yes.
Absolutely amazing.
And it's Raglan transformed. So we've got the great kitchen range, brew houses down here, the hall here totally rebuilt by the 3rd Earl of Worcester. As the household grew, household staff, people coming to stay. So you've raised the building up an extra story here and there.
And how many people do you think would have comprised that household when this was operating at full strength?
Well, when the family were here, you must have had at least 100 or so.
What a legacy to leave behind.
Indeed. Terrific.
Brilliant.
Although perhaps it's sad to see Raglan stripped back to its bare bones today, it definitely retains its grandeur. There's something undeniably fairy tale about it. But the site where Raglan first rose was also where it finally fell.
Well, here we are, John, at the base of the original tower here at Raglan. But what happened to get it in this state?
The English Civil War of the 1640s, unfortunately.
That would do it, yep.
Castle held by the Somerset family, Earls of Worcester, great supporters of King Charles.
Right.
Besieged here for 11 weeks by the New Model Army, the parliamentarians. Held out, eventually surrendered. And then the parliamentarians collapsed 2 sides of this tower, so it couldn't be used again. Raglan remained a ruin ever since.
So really, 200 years of castle building and aggrandisement is finished in a matter of weeks.
Indeed.
During the Civil War.
Never the same again.
And thus it has remained.
Indeed.
A very beautiful ruin.
Indeed, one of the finest in Wales.
As the sun sets over the Monmouthshire hills, it marks the end of our first day's property search. David and Wendy want to swap this for a slice of this, and who can blame them? Armed with a budget of £500,000, they are desperate to relocate to Monmouthshire before they retire. But having moved every couple of years for the past 2 decades, we're going to have to find some majestic properties.
It's a bit Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
And they might mean business.
I think it's a very, very generously priced property.
I think David should be getting his chequebook out, actually.
For our first property today, we're hopping over the border into Gloucestershire to the village of Alvington, just a 20-minute drive from Monmouth. From here, the spoils of the Wye Valley are right on your doorstep, and it's just a mile's walk from the local pub in neighbouring Aylburton, with red sandstone properties a trademark of the area and a pretty Victorian church. What's more, the stone is an appealing feature of our next property.
OK, let's start our final day's house hunting with this one.
Looks very nice.
Not bad, is it, really? Very pretty.
Yes.
Much converted over the last 10 years by the current owners. But there is one key thing to bear in mind as we go through on the tour. Can you see this long sloping roof here? There are plans currently in existence that have been drawn up and passed to extend the whole thing out above that to give you an extra 3 or 4 bedrooms above.
Right.
Okay.
With en suites and so forth. But who knows, maybe you don't need it. Let's have a look.
So with all the main work done, but the chance to expand if they want to, let's check out the inside and see if they get that warm glow from this character cottage.
How about that for a front door?
Yeah, it's some size, isn't it?
Not bad, is it? Well done, David. Right. Right, let's start in here. One of the reception areas that this house can offer you. What do you think?
I think it's lovely, really nice.
I mean, I know light is a thing for you, Wendy. I mean, it's beautifully decorated, but a change of colour would let more light in, certainly.
It would, but I actually like the colour. It's got a nice feel about it.
Yeah? Good. Feeling is all important. It's got to feel right.
Yeah,
So that's a
definitely.
good start.
Oh, yeah.
Right, let's continue. Follow me through here. Now, coming back to this idea of this extension that would go above us now, that would give quite a few extra bedrooms. The idea being that you would replace these 2 bedrooms that are currently down here.
Right.
So you'd release them to be studies or whatever you want them to be. You can have a good old explore of these a bit later, but just to put that in your minds. All right. There we are, Wendy.
The
Come on in.
island.
The island, yeah, you've got your island. Really good kitchen diner, this.
It's a very good size.
Yeah, it is good.
It's
Yeah.
terrific, and very comfortable too. Huge sofa over there. And these 2 double doors going out to the patio and the decking beyond.
It's nice and light in here as well, isn't it?
Yeah. The dining table there, again, I would suspect that would be your everyday
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we do have a separate dining room for you across the hallway. Come and have a look at this. This is quite special. There.
Wow, those chairs.
They are amazing, aren't they? Very grandiose, really. It's a bit Lord of the Rings, isn't it? I mean, whether you keep this as a dining room or you use it as a separate snug study,
Yes.
it would work either way. I get the sense this would be your little domain.
It could be, yeah.
Right, okay, let's go out there.
Okay.
Tucked away off the entrance hall, there's also a nice cloakroom with a WC. They certainly seem impressed by the generous rooms downstairs, so let's head upstairs and see if they do actually need to build those extra bedrooms.
This is the master bedroom as it is currently configured. Again, like the rest of the house, suitably opulent in the way it's furnished. Very rich, very lavish, very warm, I think. But you don't have an ensuite, of course.
Right.
But the family bathroom is literally right next door.
Okay.
And up here, it's just this bedroom and a tiny box room across the
Right.
corridor.
Okay.
So again, making sense of these plans to extend.
Yes.
You know, if you did want, you know, an extra 4 bedrooms with 2 en suites, that's what's on offer. I mean, in terms of the size of what you've seen so far as the house without the extension, would it work for you?
Yes, I think it would.
And we've got the box room for clothes and storage and that sort of thing. So.
Well, that's currently what the current owners use it for,
Right.
really, is a
Okay.
walk-in wardrobe. So really, it is just you up here.
Nice.
Good. Yeah, very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
OK. Well, let's go outside and explore some land for you.
Okay.
Well, I am delighted they feel the house is large enough for them as it is, and I'm very excited because outside there's the land, which I think will suit David down to the ground.
Come through here, David. Master of all, you survey. Look at this. Can you see these 3 paddocks? 3 or 4 paddocks here.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a menage as well at the end.
Yes.
Okay. All of that's yours. All in all, about 3 acres.
Gosh, that's a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot. Is it too much?
No, it's not too much. There's no such thing as too much.
Exactly, you can't have too much then. And of course, you've got that lovely little brook.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds fantastic.
It's a lovely setting, it really is. I hate to use the word perfect, but it's getting close, it's getting close.
Use perfect, please use perfect.
It's lovely.
Yeah?
Very nice, yeah.
All right, well, let's have a think about the price, shall we? What do you think, Wendy?
I think we're over budget this time.
Right, how much?
I think perhaps 550, even in excess of that.
I'd probably even go above Wendy.
Really?
Maybe 575.
575.
Yeah.
That's very interesting, actually. It was on the market for 575.
Okay.
It's now on the market for 475.
You're joking.
heavens.
No.
That's amazing.
I think David should be getting his checkbook out.
Well, look, don't do it just yet. Go and have an explore, see what you get, and enjoy. And I'll catch up with you later.
Okay.
Thanks a
Off you
lot.
go.
Thanks.
Well under budget at £475,000, this property looks like it's in the running, giving Wendy and David 2 reception rooms with those lovely stone fireplaces. An enormous kitchen diner, which Wendy loved. 3 bedrooms with planning permission for more, should they wish to build upwards. And more than 2.5 acres of land for David's alpacas and the rest of their menagerie, along with their own brook.
So what do you think about the land?
I think it's excellent. It's just what we want, really. It's got plenty of space. It's got the brook, which will bring all the wildlife in. In the summer, it'll be fantastic. And with 3 acres and the paddocks, it's going to have plenty of room for certainly for some alpacas and some donkeys and some sheep.
I think the house is lovely. I think you've brought us to somewhere that we could easily make a home. It just feels very relaxed in here and comfortable.
What do you think of this room?
It's not a bad size for a single bedroom. I think, you know, we've got the option to go upstairs if we want to.
The house is really great. It offers us really what we want. There's plenty of room as it is at the moment for us.
When Jules told us the price, I was absolutely flabbergasted. I couldn't believe that it was under budget, and it just makes it a serious contender, I think, for both of us.
It's definitely a 9.5 out of 10. From my perspective, it's probably a 10.5. So.
I think this has all gone rather well, you know. Ah, there you are. How'd you come, Wendy? Grab the door, David. Happy?
Very happy.
Very happy. I should think you are. Great price, great house.
Certainly is, yeah.
Ah, good. Keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
Wales is proud of its well-preserved past with over 120 protected historic sites across the country. And more recently, it has also championed its food heritage. Monmouthshire has more than 100 local food producers across the county and is home to one of Britain's finest food festivals held in Abergavenny every September. And the town's weekly market is a real draw for people from the surrounding valleys. David and Wendy are meeting town guide Sandy Gosden to get a taste of what's on offer.
So you've come to see our wonderful market. We had a campaign in 2001 to keep out the big fast food people, and we've succeeded. They're still not here. So local people buy local food, and it's all in the market here. Would you like to come and have a look?
Thank you. Let's go. Yes.
This thriving market dates back to Norman times, and among the locally made jams and regional cheeses, there are some meat faggots to get their taste buds going.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's lovely, John.
As well as celebrating its local food producers, Abergavenny has also conserved its architectural treasures. The remains of its Norman Motte and Bailey castles still stand, as does the restored 12th century tithe barn. St Mary's Priory Church is another of the town's well-preserved gems. Inside, among the tombs of medieval dignitaries, is this mysterious figure.
This is Jesse. This is made of one solid piece of oak, and it shows Jesse, who was the father of King David, and it would originally have shown the lineage of Christ. It would have had a tall piece in the middle, and it would have had the Virgin Mary and baby Jesus on the top. It is said to be one of the finest pieces of medieval sculpture.
It is excellent, isn't it? Really,
It's beautiful, isn't it? It really is, and very precious to Abergavenny.
With all this potentially on their doorstep, Abergavenny would be a superb local haunt for Wendy and David.
Well, our final property is just a few miles away, the Mystery House. Any ideas, Wendy, as to what we might have lined up for you?
I think you're going to probably give us a project of some sort.
Ah, OK. David?
I'm thinking somewhere on the lines of a Welsh chapel or something.
But you did say you didn't want that.
I know, and it would scare Wendy to death, but...
That would be very unkind to give you a chapel.
I know the mystery property is always challenging.
Well, this one is no exception, but I think you might like it.
Well, I'll be able to enlighten you soon enough, David. Our mystery house is just a 10-minute drive from Abergavenny in the village of Llanfycangle, Crew Corney. Its location is idyllic, set right on the edge of the Black Mountains, and with Skirrid Mountain rising up impressively nearby. It's got all they could want from a quiet Welsh village, reputedly the oldest pub in Wales, and a mix of eye-catching properties. So time to see if they like what we've lined up for them.
Right. The Mystery House in the rain.
Lovely.
Now, you said you didn't want a chapel. We haven't got you a chapel.
No.
We have got you a barn conversion.
OK.
Now, just remind us all of your thoughts on barn conversions.
Well, they all tend to be open plan, so...
Have you seen many?
No, I've never seen one.
Now look, how the wise have spoken. So here's your chance. And if you've never seen one, this is a great place to start. Maybe this is the barn to convert you.
Indeed.
Will it change your mind, I wonder?
Let's see.
Let's have a look, come on.
Even though this is new territory for Wendy, I'm pretty sure that when she sees inside our mystery barn, those preconceptions will fly right out of the window. Fingers crossed.
Right, Wendy. Come on. This is an induction into barn conversions.
It is, it looks
What do you
lovely.
think?
Lovely.
Come and have a look at this. There. Yeah?
Yeah, it's lovely and cosy, and yeah, it really is nice.
Yeah. Nice little wood burner there. Underfloor heating. Nice big window over there, one in the corner. Right, well, let's follow the floor and the heating through to here, because, Wendy, you wanted a big kitchen with an island. There you go.
Wow.
This is more like an island with a kitchen, Jules.
Well, indeed. It's pretty good.
You've excelled yourself.
Hey! Well, you can't not love it, can you?
No.
And I think you get the idea that it really has been done to a fantastic standard.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But let's continue through here because, again, as dining rooms go, kitchen diners go, I think this is quite exciting and it makes the best of those views. Look at that.
Fantastic view out there.
Yeah, but as a space, I think this is all rather good. And again, although you've got this sort of free-flowing feel to it, Wendy, does it worry you?
No, not at all. I love it.
You see? And you, have a look at this.
Just round the corner, there's another room which could be a perfect little retreat for Wendy. And there's yet another surprise.
Look, it goes on. How about this for your guests?
This is for the guests.
This is for the guests. Yeah. Anywhere else, this would be a great master.
It would.
You've got a little ensuite in there, plenty of room for the bed, loads of light, tons of storage. Again, pretty generous dressing area over there.
This is for me when I've misbehaved, sorry.
Well, you could have it as a bit of a den. I mean, if you just took the bed out, and then it's another study if you wanted it.
Well, I think I could move here tomorrow.
Well, you could. It's up for sale.
Yeah. Yes.
It's great. So, this is guests. Let's find somewhere for you. Come and have a look at this.
If any barn will make Wendy change her mind, it'll be this one. It's a fantastic conversion, completed some 7 years ago and with no expense spared, from its oak timbers to slate flooring. Let's go upstairs and look at the other 3 of the 4 bedrooms. One is just large enough to be a double, and the other a bright single with exposed beams. But time to take a peek at the master.
There. This is for you too, the master.
It's a good size.
Yeah.
It's a lovely room. It's nice and bright.
Yeah, it's lovely and light.
Really bright. Now, I know you had a thing about beams, Wendy.
Yes.
Did these beams work for you?
They do, yes. They're not too dark, and I think the wood's beautiful. You're gradually converting me.
Good. Have a look in here. This is great. Very well appointed ensuite for you.
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're happy with the house?
Happy with the house and the location, actually.
Excellent. And if Wendy's happy with the house, you're happy with the house.
Definitely.
So we need to get you happy with the land.
Certainly.
Right, let's go and have a look. Let's brave the weather.
Wendy might be holding back a bit with her emotions, but I'm pleased she's delighted with what she's seen. Outside, the paddock comes in at around an acre, so David can hobby farm on a manageable scale to his heart's content while enjoying the wonderful views.
There we are, look, Monmouthshire in the mist. Not bad though, is it?
No,
I mean, imagine that on a nice sunny day or a crisp winter's morning.
Even on a day like today, though, it's still a beautiful view. You can't beat it, can
Isn't
you?
it? And of course, the key thing though is that, which I love. It's just really nicely done.
It is. It's perfect, actually. Yes, I'm converted.
You are converted to the barn conversion. Hurrah! Well, if nothing else, we've achieved that, which is great. David, you're happy with it?
Oh yeah, very happy with it, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's enough land, and if Wendy loves the house, that's the key to it, really.
All right. Well, the final bit of the jigsaw then is going to be the price.
I think it's over budget again. Probably 550.
550. Yeah.
I think maybe a bit lower. I think 525.
Yeah. 525 would be pretty amazing, I would say. I mean, if it was 525, could you stretch to that? Would you think about stretching?
Yeah,
to
we definitely think about stretching to that, yes.
that? Okay. So you'd definitely think about it if it was £450,000.
You're joking.
Look at your face! Yeah, it really is £450,000.
Wow.
Give it to the lady in the black coat.
Sold to the lady in the black coat. Brilliant. Right. Look, I'm not going to delay this any longer. Go away, go and have a good look round, soak it up, move in.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Off you go. Brilliant. That's the thing I love about Escape to the Country. When it all works, you really can put a broad smile on your buyers' faces, as we have just done. £450,000 for this is an absolute snip, and it fits them like a glove.
So our mystery barn has hit the jackpot. Not only is it a whopping £50,000 under budget, but it's done to an impeccably high spec, featuring 3 reception rooms, a large modern country kitchen, 4 bedrooms with master ensuite, and an acre of land for David's small herd of animals, surrounded by fabulous scenery.
What do you think about the house now?
I think it's beautiful. I don't think you can fault it, really. It's just in a perfect location, and it's just been designed, and there's been so much thought put into it that...
Hey, don't be silly. I think it's lovely as well, so there's no point in getting upset. Come on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just overcome. I feel emotional because hopefully this is going to be our last move, and to be in such a beautiful location is just beyond my wildest dreams.
It is a wonderful house. There's nothing I can say to criticise it. It's perfect in every way, and yeah, I think Wendy, because it's our final move, or hopefully our final move, Wendy's fallen in love with it straight away. So
I just love to live here.
Well, that's it, chaps, I'm afraid. House tour of Mystery House is over. In fact, all of our house tours are now over. Do you feel like it's been a bit of an ordeal?
It's been a bit of a journey.
A bit of a journey. I think you rather liked this one, didn't you?
Yeah, it's blown me away, actually.
Caught you a bit by surprise? Oh, bless you. Look, let's go and get you somewhere where you can have a good old think about it, warm up a bit, and we'll have a chat about everything we've shown you. See what you think. Yeah? Come on.
excellent.
Wendy and David's incredible property search is at an end, and it's time for them to catch their breath and have a serious think about where to go from here.
Well, Wendy and David are having a good old think about all that we've shown them. She said it had been quite a journey. More, I think, an emotional roller coaster. They have had a lot to think about. We have shown them some fantastic properties, but as ever, the choice is up to them. Which one will it be, I wonder? Well, chaps, here we are, our final conversation of the week to bring our house tours to a close. It all started with, I thought, a very charming little cottage in amongst the Roman ruins. What did you make of that one?
The house was in a good spot, but I think for me it was too open, and I didn't get although it was in a village, I didn't feel it was a village community.
Interesting. David?
I really liked the cottage. It didn't offer us quite what we wanted. The kitchen was a nice kitchen, but a bit too small, and it didn't have the land that I was really looking for.
OK. Well, we brought you back from the end of our first day's house hunt, fed you, watered you, put you to bed, and wake you up for our final day, which began, I think, with a quite interesting property. What did you think of that one, Wendy, when we got there?
It worked in a way for me. I had quite a lot of space inside, lovely kitchen, and the acreage outside and the position were very pleasing.
I was quite taken by that property because it offered us everything we wanted.
Yeah. I think you said it was perfect.
It was about 10.5 out of 10.
Yes, indeed. Now then, yes. You said get your chequebook out.
Yes, I did.
Well, certainly a great property, and I think you had almost made your minds up.
We certainly had, yes.
But of course there was one more to come, the mystery house.
Well, I don't like barn conversions, but you're talking to the converted now. It was fantastic, that house.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're right. It's clearly a little bit overwhelming, isn't it, in some respects? David, what did you think?
I thought that the mystery house was there to challenge us.
Yep.
And that's what it certainly did. Yeah. It completely turned our feelings upside down, which was great for me because I did love it. It was a lovely house, and most importantly for me, Wendy fell in love with the property even before she'd walked through the front door, really.
Well, let's cut to the chase, shall we? Because it's tradition at this point to say, "Ooh, what happens next?" But I think we all know what's going to happen next.
Yes, we want to see the property again tomorrow. But yeah, we have no questions about the property or the land. I think the thing with coming these last few days is you really have no idea what your money will buy, and you hope it will buy your dream. And in reality, it's actually bought our dream and more.
Well, I have to say, I am absolutely delighted that we have been able to find you. I think genuinely your dream property in a great spot for the right price, and you are able to move in tomorrow, potentially. So I wish you the very best of luck with your second viewing. I hope your offer, if you make one, is accepted. I'm sure it will be. And I wish you all the very best of luck. Cheers, guys.
Thank you for all your help. It's been great.
Cheers. Well, how about that then? The Mystery House has delivered once again, and in the process has provided one of the most emotional responses to any house tour I think I've ever seen on Escape to the Country. But I have to confess, when we set out on our house search with David and with Wendy, the idea of trying to satisfy a couple who've moved every couple of years in their 17-year relationship, well, it did seem pretty daunting. But as it is, it looks like Wendy may have ended up with the house of her dreams in a property, a barn, that she could never, ever have dreamt of living in. It just goes to prove the old adage that good property always sells. I'll see you next time.
And the good news is that Wendy and David have had their offer accepted on our mystery barn, so they should be moving in sometime soon. If you want to escape to the country in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland or England and would like our help, then please apply online at bbc.co.uk/be on a show.